Service veterans and professional archaeologists working together at Bowles Barrow on Salisbury Plain.
This site is so important because it's the oldest former monument we've got on Salisbury Plain. There are only 27 of these long barrows. It's protected by law. It's a scheduled monument, so it's a rare opportunity to do some field work in it. The other curious thing with this is one of the accounts in the early digs in the 19th century said there was a bluestone from it. And you only get bluestones at two places, the Preseli Mountains in Wales and the big collection of rocks down the road at Stonehenge. So it's a really, if this did have a bluestone in, that makes it incredibly important.
And when this opportunity came up to dig on the plain, I thought, fantastic, you know. Yeah, you're a part of history. You know, they hope to find something very significant here, the so-called bluestone, but not as of yet. But nevertheless, the possibility is tantalising. The idea that you just might find something of real historic significance. If you're on that dig, you're recorded forever, aren't you? As somebody who found it. What's that? The more flints further up, aren't they?
As a Cold War gunner, David Vyse-Haynes spent a lot of time on Salisbury Plain with the Royal Artillery. He suffered injury during his service and more recently has struggled with serious illness. But now he's back here taking part in the excavation.
It gets me out of a situation as a veteran, where I'm not currently working, 65 years of age, and I'm still active, but not active enough to do the sort of job I'd like to do, But nevertheless, it just gets me out and it helps you rehab. I had back surgery a few years ago, come through leukemia recently, just had finished treatment. So for me, it's a revitalisation, if you like.
Operation Nightingale is an unusual project which uses archaeology as therapy, with veterans and serving personnel who've struggled with injury or mental health, looking for real-life buried treasure here on Salisbury Plain. Since it began in 2011, the programme has helped over 300 veterans and serving men and women.
It might seem really strange to get veterans back onto their training areas to dig holes and then to actually enjoy it, but I think it's that human feeling of discovery and learning more about maybe places that you've been quite familiar with in your day job. You're concentrating hard, you have to think about what you're doing, so you're maybe blocking out some of those memories that are more destructive about what you've experienced in the past. And there's something about archaeology, there's links with the military from the very first start of archaeology. Lots of those people were military people, and it's looking at landscape, appreciating topography, making discoveries, things that military do in their day jobs.
And on the last day of the dig, a visit from the Defence Minister, a strong supporter of Operation Nightingale.
I think it's been working extremely well. I think there's very good evidence that it works. So particularly people who've been traumatised find this a source of great solace and help in moving on and moving ahead with their lives. And I think that's brilliant.
That's our best piece.
That's a good piece.
And so far, this excavation at Bowles Barrow has identified flint tools, a Roman coin and an army-issued tin of steak and kidney pudding. Rosie Layden, Forces News, Salisbury Plain. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.